5 Buddhist Principles to Improve Yourself and Achieve Peace and Happiness in Life. Welcome to the Life Lessons channel. Today, I'm excited to share with you a profoundly interesting topic, 5 Buddhist principles that can help you not only improve yourself but also attain peace and happiness in life. These principles are not just teachings found in scriptures but also practical guidelines that enable you to live mindfully and peacefully amidst the stresses of life. We will explore mindfulness, which helps you live fully in the present, compassion, which expands your love for yourself and others, letting go, to free yourself from anxiety and stress, ethical living, to cultivate human values, and finally, wisdom, to perceive and understand the world around you. Let's delve into how these principles can transform you into a better version of yourself. Don't miss the next part, where you will uncover profound secrets to living a happier and more fulfilling life. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any videos. Principle 1, Mindfulness. In the teachings of the Buddha, the principle of mindfulness is one of the foundational elements that helps us attain peace and tranquility in life. However, to truly understand and apply mindfulness in our daily lives, we need to delve deeper into its essence and benefits. What is mindfulness? Mindfulness, in simple terms, is the ability to be fully present in the moment, undistracted by the past or anxious about the future. It is a state of mind where you are entirely focused on what is happening around you and within you at that moment, without being invaded by external thoughts or unwanted emotions. Mindfulness is not just a way to relax or alleviate anxiety, it is a method that helps you recognize the depth of each moment, each breath, and each small action in your daily life. When you practice mindfulness, you not only improve your concentration but also discover joy and tranquility in the seemingly ordinary aspects of life. Mindfulness in modern life. We live in a world where busyness, anxiety, and constant events easily sweep us away. You may have experienced moments when your mind wanders into the past, ruminating over unchangeable events, or worrying about an uncertain future. This prevents you from fully enjoying the present moments, leading to stress and fatigue. Mindfulness, in its deepest sense, helps us break free from the whirlpools of the mind. When you apply this principle in life, you will notice significant changes. You will no longer feel excessively anxious about things that haven't happened or dwell in regret about what has passed. You will learn to accept each moment as part of life, with all its appreciation and love. Benefits of mindfulness. Reduces stress and anxiety. By focusing entirely on the present, you are less likely to be caught up in worries about the future or negative emotions from the past. Most anxieties we face are not real, they are merely thoughts about things that haven't occurred. Practicing mindfulness helps alleviate such anxieties and brings peace to your soul. Improves concentration. Mindfulness teaches you to focus on what you are doing, helping you live consciously and without distractions. Whether you are working or engaging in relationships, practicing mindfulness allows you to perform every task with greater attention and effectiveness. Enhances presence in life. One of the important values of mindfulness is that it allows you to be fully and deeply present in each moment. Think about times when you were conversing with loved ones, yet your mind was elsewhere, or when you were enjoying a meal but preoccupied with work. Mindfulness helps you return to the present, fully experiencing each moment, leading to a richer life. How to practice mindfulness. To integrate the principle of mindfulness into your life, you can start with simple steps. Begin with meditation. Meditation is an excellent method for cultivating mindfulness. Spend a few minutes each day sitting in meditation, focusing on your breath. Just concentrate on each inhalation and exhalation, allowing your mind to pause and return to the present moment. If strange thoughts or feelings arise, simply acknowledge them and let them pass without getting attached. Practice mindfulness in daily activities. Mindfulness is not limited to meditation, it is about being present in all your actions. You can practice mindfulness while washing dishes, walking, talking with others, or even eating. The way you pick up a cup, take a bite of food, or smile at a loved one can become opportunities to practice mindfulness. Try to engage in these activities without thinking about anything else, fully immersing yourself in the moment. Observe your emotions and thoughts. Mindfulness also means being aware of your feelings and thoughts without judgment or attachment. When you notice feelings of anger, anxiety, or joy, pause for a moment and observe those emotions without interference. This helps you gain a clearer understanding of yourself and maintain calmness in every situation. Practice gratitude. An important part of mindfulness is gratitude. Take time each day to reflect on the things you are grateful for, even the small ones in life. Gratitude helps you focus on the positive aspects, enhancing your satisfaction with life. Long-term benefits of mindfulness. As you persist in practicing mindfulness, you will gradually notice profound changes in your life. You will feel lighter, less stressed, and better equipped to handle life's challenges calmly and wisely. Your mind will become clearer, and you will start to recognize the beauty and significance in each moment of life. Moreover, mindfulness enhances your compassion and empathy because when you learn to observe your own emotions without judgment, you can extend the same understanding to those around you. This helps you build strong and healthy relationships, free from anger, anxiety, or hurt. Mindfulness is not just a skill, it is an art of living that helps you maintain inner peace and achieve lasting happiness. Start with simple steps and practice consistently every day. You will be amazed at the transformations this principle can bring to your life. Principle 2, Compassion. In our modern, hectic, and stressful lives, we often find ourselves caught in the whirlwind of work, anxiety, and complex relationships. However, in the teachings of the Buddha, one of the key principles for finding peace and happiness does not stem from material achievements, but from compassion. Compassion is not just an abstract concept, it is a practical way of living that allows us to face the world with love, understanding, and kindness. What is compassion? Compassion, in Buddhist teachings, is the ability to recognize and empathize with the suffering of others, coupled with the desire to alleviate or soothe that suffering. It is more than mere sympathy or sharing, it is a powerful capacity that enables us to connect with the deep emotions of others. However, compassion does not stop at caring for others, it also encompasses loving and taking care of ourselves. We often fall into the trap of self-criticism, comparing ourselves to others, or feeling inadequate. But to love and help others, we must first learn to love and care for ourselves. Only when we truly understand and nurture ourselves can we effectively practice compassion toward others. Compassion in action. Compassion is not only an emotion or thought, it manifests in specific actions that help alleviate the suffering of those around us. Consider a simple scenario: you are walking down the street and see an elderly person struggling with heavy bags. Instead of walking past without noticing, a small act like stopping to help them carry their bags can bring joy and comfort to them, while also filling you with happiness from your own act of kindness. Compassion is also reflected in small yet meaningful actions in our daily lives. It could be taking the time to listen to a friend who is feeling down, sharing a meal with someone in need, or assisting someone with their work without expecting anything in return. These actions not only provide help to others but also create a positive and loving environment, easing tensions and conflicts in society. Compassion in facing difficulties. One of the greatest challenges in life is when we confront people who are struggling or behaving in ways that discomfort or even hurt us. However, if you practice compassion, you will view every situation and everyone around you with patience and empathy. This does not mean you have to agree with everything others do, but rather that you understand that each person has their own circumstances and stories that shape their actions. For example, when you encounter someone who frequently criticizes or judges, instead of reacting negatively or with anger, you can approach them with understanding. They may be facing pain or difficulties that you cannot see. Rather than responding with anger or argument, you can listen and show understanding. By doing so, you create a peaceful space and help others feel loved and understood. Compassion and forgiveness. Compassion is also closely linked to forgiveness. The Buddha taught that forgiveness is an essential part of practicing compassion. Forgiveness is not about forgetting the hurt, it is about letting go of the resentment and suffering we hold on to. When we forgive others, we are actually freeing ourselves from pain and heaviness. Think about times when you felt angry at someone for hurting you. Holding on to that anger can leave you feeling exhausted, stressed, and unable to enjoy life. However, if you practice compassion and forgiveness, you will feel much lighter, and your soul will become more tranquil. Forgiveness is a gift you give to yourself, helping you release frustration and allowing you to live a more joyful life. Self-compassion. An important aspect of practicing compassion is remembering to love and care for ourselves. Sometimes, we tend to put others first and neglect our own needs. However, if you do not take care of yourself, you will not have the energy and strength to help others. Self-compassion can begin with simple actions such as taking time to rest, eating healthily, or speaking positive affirmations to yourself each day. This helps you maintain a good mental and physical state, which in turn enables you to care for and assist those around you better. Compassion in relationships. When you practice compassion, your relationships become stronger and more sustainable. Patience, understanding, and kindness will help you overcome challenges in relationships, especially during disagreements or misunderstandings. Compassion allows you to see others through loving eyes, and when you treat them with sincerity and respect, you build lasting and meaningful relationships. Compassion and transforming the world. Finally, compassion can not only change your life but also transform the world around you. The Buddha taught that if you want to change the world, start with yourself. When you live with compassion, you radiate positive energy to those around you, helping them feel peace, love, and understanding. This is how you contribute to creating a better world, where everyone lives in harmony and loves one another. Compassion is an indispensable part of the journey toward finding peace and happiness. When we live with compassion, we not only soothe the suffering of others but also cultivate a serene and tranquil heart. Practice compassion in every action, thought, and word, and you will find your life becoming more meaningful and filled with love than ever before. Principle 3, Letting Go. In our modern lives, we are easily caught in a cycle of busyness, stress, and worries about the future. This keeps our minds heavy, making it difficult to find peace. However, in the teachings of the Buddha, one of the essential principles for attaining freedom and happiness is letting go. This principle not only helps us free ourselves from negative emotions but is also the key to living a life that is free, light, and fulfilling. What is letting go? When we talk about letting go, many may think it involves abandoning everything in life, forsaking dreams, ambitions, or relationships. However, in Buddhist teachings, letting go is not about giving up or retreating, it is about freeing ourselves from unnecessary attachments, transient and unsustainable things. The Buddha teaches that to live peacefully and happily, we must let go of what burdens our minds, such as negative emotions, worries about the future, regrets from the past, or an inflated ego. Letting go does not mean having no goals in life or disregarding what is important. Instead, it is a way for us to reclaim our freedom, not to be bound by what no longer holds significance or cannot be changed. It allows us to live in a state of ease and tranquility, enabling us to focus on what truly matters and brings value to our lives. Letting go of negative emotions. One of the first things we need to let go of is negative emotions. Each day, we face countless emotions: anxiety, anger, jealousy, sadness, and disappointment. These emotions are not inherently bad, but when we allow ourselves to be swept away by them for too long, they can negatively impact our mental and physical health. When the Buddha taught about letting go, he did not mean we should stop feeling or hide our emotions. In fact, experiencing emotions is crucial for understanding and mastering our minds. However, letting go is the ability to recognize when our emotions become overwhelming, enabling us to find ways to liberate ourselves and not let them dictate our actions. A simple way to practice letting go of negative emotions is through observation without reaction. When you feel anger or anxiety, pause, take a deep breath, and acknowledge that emotion. Do not let it lead you into action, instead, learn to observe it from an objective standpoint. When you do not cling to those emotions, you will feel lighter and less trapped by them. Letting go of worry and future pressures. One of the main causes of stress in life is worry about the future. We often become preoccupied with what will happen regarding our jobs, relationships, or finances. These worries keep us in a state of unease, preventing us from enjoying the present moment. The Buddha taught that one of the sources of suffering is clinging to the future and fearing what has yet to come. The reality is that we cannot control the future, and worrying about it only diminishes our joy and peace in the present. Instead of worrying about the unpredictable, the Buddha advises us to focus on the present, where we can act and create real change. One method to let go of anxiety is to practice mindfulness, living in the present moment, paying attention to what is happening around you without judgment. When you live mindfully, you will realize that worrying about the future is truly a waste of time, as you cannot change what has not yet occurred. Living in the present will help you reduce stress and find peace. Letting go of regrets and the past. We often carry the pain, regrets, and feelings of guilt from our past. Whether they are mistakes made in work, relationships, or life decisions, these memories can hinder our ability to move forward. According to the Buddha, the past is gone, and we cannot change it. Letting go of the past does not mean forgetting or failing to learn from our mistakes, it means not allowing the past to hold us back in the present. When you continue to carry the burdens and regrets of the past, you cannot find peace in the now. The Buddha encourages us to forgive ourselves, learn from our mistakes, and let them flow away like a river carrying everything along. Letting go of the ego. Finally, one of the most important teachings of the Buddha about letting go is releasing the ego. The ego is the source of much suffering in life because when we focus too much on ourselves, we become entangled in relationships, careers, or fame that only nourish arrogance and division. Letting go of the ego does not mean losing identity or self-confidence, rather, it involves understanding that we are all part of this world, without distinction between ourselves and others. When you let go of the ego, you will no longer feel hurt or stressed when things do not go your way. You will see that life is not about winning or losing, but about living sincerely, peacefully, and with compassion. Letting go is an art of living, it is the first step toward freeing the mind and achieving inner freedom. When you learn to let go of negative emotions, future anxieties, past wounds, and the ego, you will find your life becoming lighter and more fulfilling. Start your journey of letting go today, so you can live a peaceful, happy, and free life. Principle 4, Living Ethically. In everyone's life, ethical values play an incredibly important role. They not only form the foundation for relationships but also serve as a guiding compass that helps us make the right decisions in every situation. The principle of living ethically that the Buddha teaches is a way for us to develop character, build sustainable relationships, and create a meaningful life. Ethics is not merely the distinction between right and wrong, it is about living sincerely, respectfully, and responsibly toward ourselves, others, and society. What is ethics? When discussing ethics in Buddhist teachings, we do not only think about standards of conduct such as not killing, not stealing, or not lying. Ethics, according to the Buddha, encompasses a broader attitude toward life, reflected in how we treat others and ourselves. The Buddha teaches that an ethical person not only acts rightly but also has a sincere heart and respect for everyone around them. Ethics is about living responsibly and truthfully in all actions, words, and thoughts. In our daily lives, we need to learn how to face every situation patiently, without rushing to judgment, and without acting on fleeting emotions, while maintaining a clear and tranquil mind. Mutual respect, the foundation of ethics. One of the crucial elements of living ethically is respecting others. Respect is not only an action expressed through words but also an attitude of treating others sincerely, regardless of their wealth, social status, or background. The Buddha teaches that everyone has value and deserves respect and love. Therefore, when we treat everyone with respect, we not only build good relationships but also create a peaceful and loving community. Respecting others also means listening to them, not imposing our opinions on them, and being willing to help when we can. When you show respect to others, you are building a relationship based on understanding and love, which will lead to strong and beautiful connections in life. Sincerity in all actions. The Buddha not only teaches us how to behave rightly but also emphasizes the importance of living sincerely. To live ethically, you need to be honest and not hide your thoughts or feelings. Sincerity helps you communicate openly and build trust with others. In all relationships, honesty is a key factor in establishing a solid foundation. However, sincerity does not mean speaking without restraint. The Buddha teaches that when communicating with others, we must be careful with our words, avoiding causing harm through careless or thoughtless remarks. Ethical speech reflects compassion and respect for others. Thus, when you live sincerely, you not only demonstrate honesty but also exhibit respect and love. Limiting the ego and developing patience. To live ethically, we also need to learn how to restrain our ego and cultivate patience. The ego can be a significant obstacle, making us selfish, arrogant, and unlistening to others. The Buddha teaches that selfishness and arrogance are the roots of suffering in life. When you live according to the ego, you easily fall into arguments, conflicts, and strained relationships. Conversely, when you learn to let go of the ego and develop patience, you will find that life becomes much easier. Patience is an essential quality for handling every situation in life calmly and peacefully. Instead of reacting hastily to difficult situations, learn to be patient, wait for the right moment, and act appropriately. Patience helps you understand things more clearly, reduces stress, and allows you to make wiser decisions. Virtue and happiness from doing good. Living ethically also means doing good deeds. The Buddha encourages us to practice virtuous actions, from helping others and giving without expecting anything in return to supporting the community and participating in activities that benefit society. Doing good not only brings happiness to the recipient but also helps you feel more peaceful and fulfilled. When you live with kindness, treating everyone with respect and love, you are sowing the seeds of goodness, and these seeds will yield sweet fruits in the future. This is how the Buddha teaches us: when you live ethically, you not only build good relationships but also create a sustainable and meaningful life. Living ethically is the path to tranquility and happiness in life. When you respect others, live sincerely, practice patience, and do good deeds, you not only build beautiful relationships but also create a strong, loving community. The Buddha has taught us that when we live rightly, everything in life becomes easier, and we will find true peace and happiness. Begin your journey of living ethically today, so you can build a meaningful and fulfilling life. Principle 5, Wisdom. In Buddhist teachings, wisdom is considered one of the most crucial elements for living a peaceful and happy life. However, wisdom in Buddhism is not merely book knowledge or academic theory. It is the ability to perceive the true nature of life, to understand impermanence, and to recognize the deep interconnections between all things. Wisdom not only helps us gain insight into the world around us but also fosters self-understanding, enabling us to act wisely and judiciously in all life situations. Wisdom is not just knowledge. In modern society, we often assess wisdom based solely on the amount of knowledge a person has. However, wisdom in Buddhism is different. The Buddha teaches that wisdom is not about reading many books or accumulating vast amounts of knowledge, but rather the ability to see things as they truly are. Buddhist wisdom involves a profound understanding of the eternal principles of the universe, the truths behind what we observe, and how we apply that understanding to live better. One important factor in developing wisdom in Buddhism is mindfulness and self-reflection. Practicing mindfulness helps us remain aware in every moment and not get caught up in illusions, habits, or negative thoughts. Wisdom can only flourish when we can clearly see the nature of all things and events in life, free from the entanglements of preconceived notions, biases, or falsehoods. Understanding suffering and impermanence. A core principle of wisdom in Buddhism is the understanding of suffering and impermanence. The Buddha pointed out that we all must confront suffering in life, whether physical or mental. Wisdom helps us recognize that suffering is an inevitable part of existence. Instead of seeking to escape suffering or blaming life, wisdom allows us to accept suffering as a natural part of our journey, thus finding ways to live peacefully and freely regardless of our circumstances. Additionally, recognizing impermanence is another aspect that wisdom helps us understand. Impermanence means that everything in this world changes, nothing lasts forever. When we acknowledge the impermanence of life, we are no longer swept away by temporary joys or anxieties about uncertain futures. This understanding helps us live fully in the present, free from attachments to the past or future, and allows us to live more lightly, without pressure. Awareness of interconnection. One of the important realizations that wisdom brings in Buddhism is the awareness of interconnection. The Buddha teaches that all phenomena in the universe are closely interconnected. Every action, word, and thought not only affects ourselves but also impacts those around us and the world at large. When you become aware of this interconnection, you understand that each of your actions has consequences, leading you to live more responsibly and thoughtfully. Wisdom enables you to recognize that there is no separation between humans and the surrounding world, and that each person can contribute to creating a more peaceful and harmonious world through their right actions. Wisdom helps you avoid mistakes. As you develop wisdom, you will be better equipped to make sound decisions in life. Wisdom is not only about understanding the principles of life but also about applying that understanding to specific situations. You will no longer be easily swayed by rash or thoughtless decisions. Wisdom encourages you to pause and reflect before acting, ensuring that you are on the right path. For example, when faced with a challenging situation, instead of reacting emotionally or being influenced by negative thoughts, wisdom helps you maintain calmness and choose the right course of action. Wisdom also helps you see that challenges in life are not misfortunes, but valuable lessons that contribute to your growth. Wisdom reduces anxiety and stress. One of the greatest benefits of wisdom is its ability to alleviate anxiety and stress. When you understand the true nature of things, you realize that every problem can be resolved, and if something cannot be changed, you can at least change your perspective and how you respond to it. Wisdom helps you view every issue in life objectively and calmly, without being swept up in negative emotions or fear. When you comprehend that suffering is part of life and that everything changes, you will no longer worry about things beyond your control. Wisdom allows you to live with inner peace and face every situation in life with confidence and composure. Self-reflection and continuous learning. To cultivate wisdom, you must engage in continuous self-reflection and learning. The Buddha encourages us to learn not only from books but also from our life experiences. Everything we go through, from joy to suffering, from success to failure, provides valuable lessons that enhance our wisdom. Every day, you can take time to reflect on your actions, consider the decisions you have made, and think about how you can improve in the future. Wisdom is not something that can be acquired in a single day, it is a lifelong process of learning. Wisdom is one of the most important principles taught by the Buddha. It is not merely an understanding of the world but a profound awareness of the nature of life and the deep connections between all things. As you cultivate wisdom, you will live a more insightful, happier life and be able to face all of life's challenges with calmness and peace. Begin your journey of developing wisdom today, and you will find life becoming clearer and more meaningful than ever before. Conclusion. To become a better version of ourselves, we not only need to understand but also to practice the valuable principles in the Buddha's teachings. Mindfulness helps you live fully in the present, compassion opens your heart to others and yourself, letting go frees you from unnecessary burdens, living ethically builds strong relationships, and wisdom allows you to perceive life clearly. These principles will not only lead you to inner peace but also help you achieve a meaningful and truly happy life. Thank you for taking the time to watch today's video. If you found these messages helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to continue exploring valuable lessons from Buddhist teachings with me. Wishing you all the best.